Hello everyone and welcome to my video today. I'm so glad that you all stopped by. My name is Lisa. For those of you that are new, I love thrifting all year long, but I especially love thrifting holiday decor. Christmas is my favorite time of the year, and you can find some great Christmas decorations, and you can do it all at an affordable price. You also get the opportunity to create a unique and special look when you thrift your holiday decor versus buying it at a big box store. We are starting off browsing the aisles at Goodwill. I look for holiday and Christmas decor all year long. It is abundant on the shelves this time of year, but they do put out pieces throughout the year. So keep your eye out and look for the off-season deals, because a lot of times it is actually priced better than when it is in season. If you are a seasoned thrifter, then you already know this, but for those of you that may just be starting out thrifting, my advice to you is to go often and to go at different times of the day. They put out merchandise throughout the day, so you never know what you're going to find. And I have found that earlier in the week, you get a good selection. A lot of people drop off on the weekend or just after the weekend, and don't skip any of those thrift store shelves. I look primarily for home decor, and you never know when you're going to find something tucked back on a random shelf where you would least expect to find it. I hope these tips help you if you are just starting out in your adventure of thrifting. I find it to be a lot of fun, and I have been thrifting since I was in my very early 20s, so a really long time now. And it is truly the best way to create a curated, unique look to your home. If you have any other thrifting tips, then let us know down in the comments and pass those along to us. I only mentioned a few here, and I know there are so many more of you that have great advice. Was definitely not a shortage of Christmas and holiday dishes at Goodwill. So before you go buy new, I always suggest hitting up the thrift store, and don't forget that you can do a simple DIY, spray paint something and totally transform it, creating a different look that goes with your aesthetic from something you found very inexpensively at the thrift store. I liked this vintage pillar candle holder. It had a very old world feel to it. I liked all those little Santas on it. You could also pull arrangements apart. These candles were actually great. They were barely burned and looked like new. Pull this apart, remake the arrangement, and you have something new. My tip for florals from the thrift store is to take them outside, hose them off with your garden hose, and let them dry in the sun. That will clean them right up, and it will make them look close to new. already collect Christmas villages, or if you want to start a collection, I often see these accessories and pieces at Goodwill and other thrift stores, so check that out. I have seen people on Instagram repaint these and make them look completely different, so that is also another idea. Ornaments, you always find ornaments at the thrift store, so check here. These can get pricey if you buy them at big box stores. I like to look for the older vintage Christmas ornaments and Christmas decor, so I get excited when I find those vintage pieces when I'm out thrifting. What do you like to thrift for the holidays? Like, what do you collect and what do you look for when you're out doing some Christmas thrifting for your own home decor? So let's jump on into this Christmas decor haul, show you what I bought, and I will share some ideas on how you can use it this holiday season if you happen to run across some of the same or very similar items. I want to start off by sharing one of my favorite finds, and that is these vintage shiny bright ornaments. I love that bright blue turquoise color, and they are going to be perfect for my vintage Christmas tree that I want to create this year. I am going to be using a mix of vintage finds from the thrift store and estate sales mixed in with decor that I've had for years that is probably vintage because I've kept it around so long, and then mix it in with a few new things that I found at Hobby Lobby and Walmart this year. You can combine all of your resources to create that beautiful Christmas look on your tree. So I'm excited to get to use my new shiny bright ornaments. Similar to the shiny bright, but a little bit different color. This box is a little more blue than the turquoise shiny brights, but you can see how beautiful those are going to look sprinkled in together on my tree. These are also vintage, and I paid $3 for these at a recent estate sale. And again, like I said, mixing them in with my other decorations is going to create that vintage tree that I'm excited for this year. I also found these vintage plaid decoupage ornaments at Goodwill for $3.99. Look how pretty these are. They are gorgeous, and you can tell that they are quite old. They're from the 90s, but beautiful, and these will go on one of my other trees, not with the shiny bright ornaments, but I put up 5 full Christmas trees every season. I love to decorate Christmas trees. This past summer, I went to an estate sale that was in a barn, and it had so much stuff, like just a lot of stuff. But there was a lot of holiday stuff there. So at that barn sale, I found these vintage box ornaments. I went multiple times to the sale, and I got this first box for $3 on the first day that I was there. And then when I went back, I got a second box on half price day. So this one was only $1.50, a nice neutral that you can mix in with almost any style. Hopefully these next ornaments don't get too loud. They are so pretty though. They're these jingle bell ornaments. I got 4 of these, and these are silver plate. There are a couple that have dates on them and are intricately embossed, and the others are more of a simple look with just a star shape design or shape on the top. These are vintage as well. I got them at that same barn estate sale, and I got a few of them when they were on regular price at $8, but then they still had a lot to choose from when I went back on half price day. So I picked up some more of those when they were on half price. So I love these, and again, something I can include on any one of my 5 full Christmas trees that I decorate. This Royal Copenhagen porcelain Christmas ornament was a very special find. I do one of my trees in a blue and white chinoiserie and transfer wear design. Put the tartan plaid ribbon on there and make it just look so pretty, I think. So I could not snatch this up fast enough, and it was $5 at that estate sale that was in the barn. And I wish they would have had more of these, but this was the only one, and it is dated 1979, so very old, but it is still newer than me. So there is that. So I'll be excited to display this on my tree this year. This big bag of ornaments, it is assorted. There are some glass ornaments, some paper mache ornaments. There are a variety of colors. I got this entire bag for $5, and I can pick out the colors that I want to use as is, but this is also going to be great for any ornaments that I may want to DIY or do a little update on because they were so inexpensive. There are a few in here that are designs. These are glass candy cane ornaments, and they are bejeweled and very pretty. There's another one of those bejeweled candy canes, but in green. This ornament is particularly pretty. It is a vintage style clip-on. It is a glass ornament, and that's special and very pretty. This glass icicle ornament that is also very pretty and unique. And then this sequined green candy cane as well. So I got a really good deal on all of these ornaments. This next little portion of the thrift haul was actually gifted to me from my friend. So this didn't cost me anything for these items. She was helping her mom clean out a storage unit and had some Christmas decorations. So they were gracious enough to let me look through everything and get first pick before they took it off to the donation center. These have a special new home. They are some glittery, sparkly icicle ornaments. Very pretty, and they're gonna be beautiful on one of my trees. Another thing that I had just purchased from Walmart and had not opened, so now I can return them and it will save me $20 because each of the Walmart spools were $10 a piece. And that is these white iridescent beads. These are pretty and they're gonna look gorgeous on my tree. You can put these on there and they reflect the lights and the sparkle from the Christmas tree lights. You can put them back in the leaves and branches of your Christmas tree, and it helps to give you dimension and depth. I have never seen beautiful Christmas garland quite like what I'm fixing to show you. Look at these pretty pearl garlands. Oh my goodness, they are so beautiful. They're elegant. They literally look like strands of pearls, but they're just plastic beads, and these will be beautiful draped in the tree. You can mix these in with gold beaded garland. I don't know which tree these will go on yet, but I'm excited for you to find out. For either your tree or for presents to wrap and dress your presents, you're gonna need you some pretty bows. I already mentioned how I used tartan plaid last year on my tree as well as on my Christmas packaging. So I found these for $2 each at an estate sale, and it is a nice quality ribbon. You can tell it was older, so a vintage style ribbon. You can save a lot of money when you thrift ribbon. If you are a regular here in my home, you know I love to decorate with books. I love to layer them, and I love to use them as risers to bring additional color into my decor all year. So at Christmas, I like to use red and green books to bring in a little more of that Christmas color. So I picked these up at various estate sales, just little tiny vintage books to add to my decor. These were $2 a piece. How cute is this tin type picture? It is in a little frame. I paid $3.50 for this, and it is perfect for Christmas, but I mainly picked it up for my winter decor to continue that warm, cozy feel through the dark days of January and into February. And it's the perfect little size to just tuck in amongst all your other decor or on a shelf. Last year, I found one of these brass French horns and loved having it decorated with a bow and a little bit of greenery, and hung it on a knob in my dining room. So when I found this one for $5, I snagged it, and it is going to be great to have a matching set. And these are just so fun and very traditional, classic Christmas decor, and a vintage piece that you can enjoy for years to come. I found some special dishware and serving pieces that I'm excited to share with you for this thrift haul. And again, this plate is more for winter or January decor. Absolutely could use it at Christmas, but I liked the neutral look of the pine cones, but the coloring in it just says cozy winter months. It looks like it was hand painted, and I really enjoy saving and reusing these special pieces. You just can't find stuff like this anymore in the big box stores. From the Habitat for Humanity store, I found these plates, and they are so pretty. They're my beloved blue and white, and you can see just from my shirt and these trees back here how beautiful blue and white works even at Christmas. I use it all year long, so don't feel like you have to put your chinoiserie and transferware away after the spring and summer months. Keep it out and enjoy it all year long. These are very pretty Christmas and winter scenes, and again, something I can use well past Christmas and into January before I start transitioning into my spring decor. I really think somebody had to have mispriced this Spode cake plate. This one is in the cranberry red, and it is the girl at the well. These are listed online for a lot more than I paid. I got this for $5, and like I said, I think somebody mispriced this and didn't realize what they had, but I sure did, and I snatched it up. And there are still great deals out there to be had. I love to search for them and find these little treasures hidden amongst all of the other stuff. So forgive me if I say this wrong, but these are Bordeo Pinheiro. I told you I might say it wrong. But these are red cabbage leaf Bordeo Pinheiro. Just a Texas girl over here. These are part of the collection I have of the green cabbage leaf dishes. These are just in red, and there were a couple of chips, but I fixed those right up with some fingernail polish. You won't even be able to see these, and they're so cute, aren't they? I rarely ever see the red, and when I do, they are usually very pricey. So when I found these for $2.50 each, I did not resist grabbing them. Even though they had those few little chips on them, I still think they are perfect for my Christmas decor. I can use them at Valentine's. I can use them for all of the patriotic holidays. They are going to be a special part of my new thrifted collection. From Goodwill, I picked up this lead crystal sleigh, and I am not sure yet if I'm going to decorate with him or if I am going to do a gift out of him. I love to do a thrifted gift video for you guys, and I have done that the last 2 years. Y'all have absolutely loved it. So I may incorporate this into that video series. I don't know yet what is going to happen. It's still early, but I know that y'all want to get thrifting and you want to start collecting these treasures. It takes multiple trips to the store sometimes. Some trips you are lucky and you find so much stuff, and other times it is a big dud. You just have to go often and you have to look and scour all of those thrift store shelves. Y'all got to see me sitting beside this burlap tree for the whole video. I picked this up at a garage sale for $5. It is 28 inches tall and it's got this burlap, but it also has some gold sprinkles on there. So when you have it next to a lit up tree, that kind of gives off an illumination to the burlap. And it's just a fun little find. You could style this inside or you could put it on your porch and patio. $5 at a garage sale. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today to go thrifting and to see what I purchased for my Christmas thrift haul this year. I cannot wait to share how I fully decorate everything with you. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate it so much. And a big thank you to all of you that have been hyping my videos. That means the world to me, and I am so thankful you're here and appreciate that kindness. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. And until then, I hope you have a blessed and wonderful day.